Okay, we're almost done, I promise. On this final setup form, we're going to indicate how we want the reports to be routed and what information should be contained on each report. So let's take this one section at a time, and feel free to pause the video as you complete each page. The first set of options we have is internal form routing. This means what do you want to happen to the report once the technician hits submit. If you're on the basic plan, you'll only see the first option, reports are automatically approved, meaning seconds after the technician submits, the customer will actually see the PDF report. For the next options, you'll have to be a premium or ultimate member, but you'll have a few more options. So the first one after that is one master user will approve, and you'll designate that person. That is one user that will approve the report before the customer ever sees anything. Next option is designator approver for each property. So this is like an account manager or someone designated to a specific customer that you'll designate. That person will need to approve for their properties before the customer ever receives a report. And then the last option is a blend of both. The property level contact, such as the account manager, will get a copy of the report before it's final, but the master user will need to approve before the customer ever sees anything. Next, we're going to set up what the actual reports will look like. To upload your company logo, you'll do that here. If you do want to alternatively display just your company name instead of the logo, you'll type that in the display company name. You'll see that there's a DBA checkbox that will just import your DBA from your company setup if you have one. Otherwise, whatever is in this display company name field will show up on the reports. If you only want to use the logo instead of also printing the company name, just make this blank. Next is your header address. That should import from your company setup, but you're free to change it to whatever you need it to be. The phone number and the email address for your company should show up here. That's not necessarily your user email address. That might be a generic company address. If you have register contractor's licenses that you need to display or pest control licenses, this is the field to do that. You'll just separate them by spaces. And then any additional text you'll need to display in the header of the report, the top section, or the footer of the bottom section of the reports. You can type that there and they'll show up on each report. Finally, we have external form routing, which is what happens to the report when the final approvals have been obtained, either through the master user or the property level contact. The first option is, do you want the system to send the report directly to the customer? They'll always copy the property level and master user on all reports, but do you want the system to send directly to the customer or not? If you elect to not have the system send directly to the customer, just be aware that you'll need to have a rock solid process to ensure that those reports are coming to customers. A lot of times we see that this is where the ball gets dropped. The assumption is that the program is sending directly to the customer, but if this option is selected, then it's not happening. You need to set that up in an alternate fashion or give them some way to download the reports. So just be aware of that. And then finally, who do you want copied on the reports when they do go to the customer? We're always going to copy the master user, or unless you select the middle option, copy various individuals based on rules. Those would be the property level contacts. After you submit this, you'll have your company settings saved, but you can always go back and edit them from your My Account page. You can scroll down and you'll find the admin functions link and modify company settings. This will actually take you back into the same form and allow you to make some changes. If anything funky comes up, please reach out at our support page and we'll help you through it.